What does every pilot hate more than anything? Fliegerfaust. So if you want to do things like what I'm about to do right here, which is bomb this armored truck and take a Fliegerfaust right to the face and survive it, well then stay tuned and I'll show you how to go about doing just that.
Delicious.
Okay, so we're at the very start of the very end of the first sector going to the second. We're actually in retreat, and you know, you'd only get air support at the second, third, and final sectors for this map on Breakthrough. And unfortunately, on this defensive armor loadout, you're only going to get one 250-pound bomb. It will replenish after about 30 seconds or so, but yeah, you really lack, you know, the offensive power of other loadouts. Alright, so on this, it's very important to understand where the AA guns are. There's one, of course, by A, and there's this one back here by the radar. Now, we barely survived that.
I'd say.
But one thing to keep in mind is you want to make sure you know where those AAs are. So another thing that's really nice about this armored loadout is that you can get up close and personal, really close, see the targets. You know, you can't really do this as much as far as like getting up close and personal.
Were those all fleets that we just...
For instance, with the Junkers 88. Yeah, we tanked all those. Okay, so we're still at the second sector. I'm mainly looking for targets like armored trucks, things like that, because it's going to have quite a few people in it, and with a 250-pound bomb, you know, you don't want to maximize your kills because of how weak this thing is. So even though you're sacrificing your bird cannon cans on this particular loadout because you're going for the armor loadout, you know, your buddy who rides with you, for instance, in this case, Tendrilcat, he gets the machine gun upgrade. And as you guys can see right there, we just tanked another flieg. So you can still, you know, take on bombers and other planes and so on with these forward-firing light machine guns. It's just going to take a lot longer. I mean, you're just going to have to keep grinding away on them. And then if you overfly them and you have a buddy with you, they can tail gun them and mow them down like nothing. So when you go in for your bombing run on this particular loadout, you want to keep hitting the armored trucks, tanks, wherever you see over by this resupply area. And the reason for it is because they're pretty weak for the most part, or they're just about to be resupplied, or, you know, whatever the case be, nail them. And when you go in for these bombing runs, try to keep your sight on the machine gun, because when you do that, it actually keeps it zoomed in a little bit further, and then when you switch your bomb, you'll notice it will like zoom out, so it just kind of helps a little bit more. And when you play this map and this loadout for the Stuka B-2, just keep going in there in that resupplier, just harass them. I mean, why not? They're going to try to harass you with the stupid Fliegerfaust, so once you get your revenge and, you know, harass them with your armor loadout and your 250-pound bombs. I mean, so what? Have a buddy ride with you and tail gun the crap out of them. And of course, it always helps, you know, when your teammates have a few snipers who will shoot out flares, like in this case right here. Because here's why. I mean, look at that. Bombing 4. And in reality, if you're bombing like 4, 5, or more with this loadout, those are pretty much like monster kills. Okay, so we're still at the second sector. And something to keep in mind, yeah, these guys are highlighted, but even if they weren't highlighted, this area always will have guys up on the ridge or the hill trying to push up and get the flag. So just something to keep in mind, even if you can't see them. So this is one of those cases where you're going to be at the second sector for a while. I'm going to bomb those little door openings. And cool, got 3. And the reason why you want to do that is because you don't want to drop it directly on top. Because you drop it on top with a 250-pounder, it ain't going to be enough to penetrate. Okay, so they have pushed way up on A. They now have the AA gun. Gotta take it out. And it's right there. Yep. You just gotta line up those reticles, circle to circle, and you'll get it. So, you know, keep that in mind, that area, and of course the one by the radar. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, when you're going in for your bombing run, have your machine gun out first so you can zoom in a little bit more. Then we see a bunch of the targets. Switch to number 4, and look at that. Just like that, took out 3. That's a really decent
in this case, it was 200.
bombing run. You know, 2, 3 or more with this. Yeah, absolutely. So my great tail gunner, aka Tendril Cat, is with me at the moment, but it's okay. I put it on autopilot, if you will, by going to F2, and was able to mow down that P-51 Mustang, and was able to do it with the passenger machine gun upgrade. Absolutely great. Mows him down. And I'm going to head after this Sherman. I got a feeling there's going to be some flieger. Yep, there is. And look at that, guys. I mean, if I didn't have the armored loadout...
Yeah, the fliegers are mad.
Yeah, the fliegerfausters would have got us for sure. Okay, so like I mentioned before, even if you don't see them highlighted, they're always up on this hill, just like how they are right now. And took out 3. And to be honest, you know, any other loadout, there's no way I'd be flying that low consistently without getting fleeged. Okay, believe it or not, we're still at the 2nd sector. It looks like there's a Valentine AA way far out there. That's okay. I'm still going to take on this infantry here. Gonna strafe. Got 1. Got 2. Gonna drop a bomb right on top of them. And got fleeged, but it didn't matter.
Yep.
Alright, gotta try to take out the 6-pounder up here. Look at that, got fleeged. And still took out the 6-pounder. I mean, they just got to be absolutely frustrated that they can't take out this Stuka. So, you guys are going to love it. Alright, Tendril. You know, hang on to your trousers because we're headed in full bore. Oh man, look at that. Tank 2 shots from a flig. Only got 2, but I mean, to be able to tank that, it's just unbelievable. Yeah.
Oh man. You know where Delta should be?
Okay, we're heading back in. Let's see if we can take out this field gun.
It's me getting shot at by it.
Out by that smoke. Dropping. Cool. Took out 3. Took out the field gun.
Oh. I don't.
Okay, headed in again. And I'm going to drop it at the lower base of this highlight. Okay, cool. Took out 3. And with Tendril on the back tail gunning, we should be fine.
14 points.
I know for a fact they're going to try to flee me right here. Yep, there's an assault. Yep, they tried to. And they didn't manage to do it.
I got one.
Oh. Nice. Nice shooting, Tendril. And like I mentioned before, if you see a tank up ahead and it's going reverse, it's retreating. It's going to that resupply, which means it's hurt. And when they're hurt like that, a 250-pound bomb should be able to take it out.
I feel like a lot of the times when you ask me about speed, oh, that's great. There's a Mustang on this, so it's just, you know.
That's fine. With your angle, you should be able to get him.
Giving him what?
We're going to hit that hill again. Lower base. Oh, sweet. Got 4. Got a double squad wipe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to try to hit that hill area one more time. Going to go after this armored truck. Cool, got it. The fleas missed. Got a squad wipe and 4 killed.
Monster kill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're finally at the 3rd sector. They have pushed us back. And going to head in on this hill right here. Switch into F2, get a headshot. One more. Cool, got that. Okay, I'm not gonna panic about this P-51 on my tail. Realize he's got the rocket pods, so I gotta finish him off. I got that self-repair, or emergency repair, I should say. And just like that, you know, it took it out, so all good. And just try to get in the habit in which, you know, when you drop your bombs and you're flying slow, you immediately go to F2, so you can finish them off with the tail gunner position. Be surprised how many more kills you can get doing that. Here we go, another P-51. So switch to F2 and just leave the target like you just saw right there, and you'll be able to mow them down just fine with this passenger machine gun upgrade.
Well, I just didn't want to spawn in the pilot.
Okay, so we're still at the third sector. They're all hotted right here. Oh, a few of them. Might as well hit it. I just take out 3. So I'm gonna head up to this resupply and head on back in a bit. Okay, so we're resupplied, and I got Tendril with me, tail gunning, and of course we got a, I think it was a P-70 on our tail. So when you have your friend fly with you, you want to line him up so he can get a good angle on his opponent, in this case, you know, the opposing plane. So what I like to do is I like to hold the button down so I can see the rear view. So basically I see what Tendril is seeing, my tail gunner.
I got him.
And just like that, he got him. So your tail gunner could get him too. Remember all about the angles and the rear view sight.
Thanks, man.
Okay, Tendril Cat is not with me this time. And this time it's the Mustang pilot after me. So I hit F2. And just like that, I mean, you just shred through them with the passenger machine gun upgrade. Because it's HMG, it's an LMG. So I gotta head in there because it looks like they're about to get the third sector. Gonna hit this transport, the armored truck. Cool, got 3. And you know, if you see an armored truck, you want to go after those because you're more likely to kill those than tanks. Okay, we lost the third sector. Dropping these bombs. And there's a guy on my tail, it's a P-51E. Shredded it. Okay, we're still in retreat, but gotta take out as many of these guys as I can. And if you've seen some of my other videos, like, you know, I'm a big fan of going after medics, for instance, in the smoke. So if you see smoke, by all means, drop a bomb. Oh man, there's a lot over here. Come on. 3, you know, I was hoping for like 5 or 6, but that's fine. Okay, so we are at the final sector finally, and similar to the first sector, you always want to go up to these areas that are close to the resupply area, because if anything, if you hit them once, they might go back to the resupply to repair, and then by the time you're resupplied, you can hit them again, blow them up. And I'm going to head right back because there's a tank right here, and I think another plane hit it. Yep, and I was able to finish it off, so it's something, you know, you just want to keep in mind. You know, finish tanks off, because why not? And I would completely recommend doing what you're seeing in these last few bombing runs. And the reason for it is you just kind of want to sap them over and over in that resupply area. Never really give them a chance to push up too much. Okay, so our 250-pound bomb is primed. Gonna head back in, same area. I just take out that tank, and I realized they were trying to flieger us, but hey, we got a nice armored loadout, so yeah. Alright, so if you don't know, up in this area, you will notice an AA gun right about here. And it's important to take that out because there'll be annoying pests that'll just, you know, hit you in your back right after you do your bombing run. Okay, looks like there's a Sherman pushing up right at A. Can't have that. So, gonna see if I can finish him off. And he's low on health. Yep, finished them off. Gonna go to this resupply and try to get one more bomb. Alright, so I'm gonna do my own little personal recon. I'm gonna head over to that resupply, see if anybody's in retreat. And sure enough, there is a guy in a retreat. It's a Sherman. He's on fire. And finish them off. So just something to always remember. Keep an eye on that resupply area. It's a high traffic area for lots of tanks to resupply and repair themselves.
He's on fire. He's hurt.
Alright, so I thought I'd show you guys one more map. This is Mercury on Conquest. And I'm gonna go ahead and bomb this tank right here with Tendril Cat.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Took him out.
Yeah.
Resupply, head on back in.
Alright, we got...
And dropping a bomb there, and I realized that, you know, I didn't get the kill on it. But in reality, you know, the next 250 is going to prime here shortly. In fact, it's primed right now. And I just swing right back in and drop it again. And just like that, was able to take it out. So don't get discouraged where you're thinking, oh man, this is annoying, I have to go back on 2 runs. It's not really that big of a deal, because at the end of the day, this loadout is a nice casual loadout, mainly for you and a friend, or a lot of times like it's just fun to be able to fly solo with this, or even lock up the squad if you want. I know right now I don't have the squad locked up, but to be able to switch into F2 and just mow, you know, fliegerfausts down, for instance, absolute blast. So, and then mow them down like what you saw right there. Just it's great, really fun loadout. And yeah, you just gotta see it for yourself. So there you go. Okay, so on this map it's very important to know where all the AAs are. So I'm gonna show you one right here. This one is actually near Alpha, more near Alpha than the other one. And so once you knock that down, resupply, go back in so you can take out some more infantry or armor. And for some of you who are new to Battlefield 5, you know, you may be wondering, well, why are you playing Conquest instead of your traditional Breakthrough? You have to keep in mind that on Mercury, in order to get air support, you have to either play it on Conquest or Outpost. So when you head in to do your bombing runs, try to always keep it zoomed in with your regular machine gun. That way you can see their health, like I did right here. And I was able to see that he was low on health, so I just decided to finish him off with a 250-pound bomb. And just because you have this defense loadout, don't think you can't go after airplanes because, you know, it seems as though it takes too long to kill them. You can still take them out. Alright, took Spitfire out. Looks like 1R6, Tendril Cat's opportunity to get him. He got him. And so with that said, I mean, you know, a lot of times it's all about lining up your tail gunner to give him the best opportunity possible to take out aircraft. Okay, we're all resupplied, and you know, heading back in, the radar area is usually a real hot area. Whether you see highlights or not, it's just, there's always people there. So managed to get 3 on that one, and gonna head back in a bit. Alright, so you want to pay attention right here. There's another AA gun right here at the docks, and you just want to drop it right there. Circle or circle on the reticles. And there we go. And I don't know why there's always some guy named Joker on the AA, but yeah. And just in case you have forgotten about this AA, I will show you again. It's right here. There it is.
Right on top.
So like I mentioned on Sundan on Breakthrough, you want to do a lot of recon, if you will. Looking for tanks that are low on health, for instance.
And I got... and I leveled up my B-2.
So I can't remember if I showed you guys this AA or not. Nonetheless, there's an AA gun directly next to this radar. And that's just something you gotta always remember, because if you don't know the locations of the AAs, they're just gonna hit you in the back and take you out.
I got confused. I was like, why am I seeing things?
Okay, so we're heading on in. Lots of smoke. And cool, took out 4. So, you know, something to remember, if you don't see them highlighted, but you see lots of smoke, go ahead and drop it anyway. You're probably gonna get a lot of kills.
Oh,
And here's something I don't really recommend unless you're more experienced, but it's just such a fun challenge. You take on AA, drop your bomb, hit the emergency repair just right, and then you basically climb. And just right there, you know, somewhat near death. So right there, I took out that mosquito.
working on it.
And of course, Tendril can't spawn on me because it says that I'm in combat. So I just hit F2, you know. Yeah, I would like to have him with me, but at the same time, F2 works great. Alright, so the AA at the docks is back up again. I'm gonna drop it. Pull up. And that's basically it, you know. As soon as you drop that and hit your emergency repair, just keep climbing, keep climbing. Whatever you do, don't want to die, you're gonna die. Alright, looks like there's some kind of armor pushing in. Oh wait, that's a universal carrier. Huh, you don't see those often. Well hey, pretty easy target to kill. They don't have much armor. And I think they can hold up to 3, so got 2, not bad. Okay, heading back in. And it looks like that is a Valentine tank. Cool, got 3 on it. Oh man, looks like AA at the docks again. So you just gotta line it right up, pull up. Alright, cool. So I don't even think he saw us that time. Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for Mercury. Stay tuned for the specialization segment. Hello everyone, thanks for watching today's episode. You're currently at the specialization segment for the Stuka B-2 armored loadout, anti-Fliegerfaust defensive loadout. And with that said, before I show you my specialization tree, I just want to state that I do realize it's been about a month since I did a video. I just need a little bit of a break from Battlefield 5 for quite a long time. I was hitting really hard in this game. I just, you know, kind of wanted to try out some other games. Still love this game, of course, but you know, like anything, you can actually, you know, hit it too hard, in which causes you to get burned out with whether it's this game or any other game for that matter. So yeah, just need a little break from it, but you know, back at it, and I feel as though now I had enough clips to do a proper video. So hopefully you enjoyed the strategy and tips for breakthrough on Sundan, and of course conquest on Mercury. I wish Mercury's breakthrough had air support, but hey, let's face it, that's just the way it is. Anyway, I'm gonna have you guys take a look at my paint job for the Stuka B-2, and so here that is. Let's take a look real quick. Alright, so if you want this, of course, you know, it's in the armory. I didn't really go with any nose art or anything like that. And in reality, it's not much of a paint job. It's more like, you know, chrome plating. But, I don't know. I always thought it looked pretty cool. So anyway, let's have you guys take a look at my specialization tree. And basically, again, with this loadout, this will allow you to have a really nice armored loadout to take on those Fliegerfausts. And even AAs, for that matter, you know, things like that. So, in order to get this, you have to start off with the top right on your specialization tree. You start out with your armor fuselage. Like it says, it reduces the damage to the aircraft from explosives by 15%. I'm sure if you guys watched from beginning to end, and hopefully you did. If you didn't, it's okay, but hopefully you did. That you've seen that I've been able to tank, absolutely tank, many fliegerfausts. That's the whole point of this loadout. I got so sick and tired, and I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of being pilots, getting just absolutely sapped in the sky from what? Fliegerfausts, right? Annoying. So now it's your turn to annoy them and be the flying pest that you need to be with this loadout. So anyway, and the next one unfortunately is the Jericho trumpets. I don't know why DICE has this, to be honest. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, for this to be a specialization, so what? I mean, it's a Stuka. You want to be able to hear those Jericho trumpets. It just sounds cool, in my opinion. I don't really find it annoying at all. And I guess DICE have the attitude that, well, they're gonna hear you coming. If you get bombed enough, you're gonna look out in the sky for whoever the heck that is. So I ain't buying it. But anyway, nonetheless, you have to go with that. And then third, you actually have to go with this as well. This is a sweet addition, that passenger machine gun upgrade. This whole loadout makes it really fun for you and a friend to just go up, do bombing runs, strafing runs, for him to have fun getting people off of your 6, like enemy aircraft, whether it's Mustangs or Spitfires, you name it, and then to also mow down infantry right after you did a bombing run. And like I mentioned in the video, you want to make sure that you hold down your rear view. I think default is middle mouse key, and that way you can line up, your tail gunner up, and of course he'll appreciate it because I mean, he's going to be able to be more accurate to get those kills. And then finally, reinforced wings. This gives this loadout a double whammy, if you will, on the defensive side of things. Because for one, you're getting the armor fuselage, and now you have reinforced wings. I think there's a certain part towards the beginning on Sundan on Breakthrough where I view it from the rear view. Tendril is with me, and you see my right rear wing just tank Fliegerfaust like it's just nothing, and that's what you want. So yeah, there's other loadouts where you can get monster kills and so on, but I mean, if Fliegerfaust is really annoying you, and you have this plane maxed out, and you just want a little bit something different, I highly recommend this. It's really cool, and then to be able to get revenge on those Fliegers, they're expected to kill you, and then either your friend riding with you takes them out on the tail gunner position, or you hit F2 and you take them out. Just so satisfying. Yeah, I realize there's this, which is amazing for offense, but again, this is more about the defensive side of things. And in the future, I'll do a remaster in regards to the 2x 37mm board cannon, because it hits real hard like a wrecking ball. I get it. Again, I can't stress enough. Highly recommend this loadout. Go try it out. Don't go with the spotting camera. You want to make this maxed out, defensive armored loadout, basically. So look on the far left over here. Here's what you're gonna also get. You get the 2x 7.92mm machine guns, which they're not that great, but if you keep at it, you eventually wear the guy down and get the kill on aircraft. And of course, you get the emergency repair. Don't think that oh, I don't get this over here. That's just field repair. That's to instantly repair at 15%. You still get the emergency repair, so let's say A is mowing you down, you drop a bomb, and you time it just right to fix it, and then it blows up the AA, then you barely survive. Stuff like that. And then of course you get one 250 kg bomb, and you just got to remember, on the 250 kg bomb, when you're going up against the A8, you really have to have the circle-on-circle reticles completely lined up over the target perfectly. Because if you're slightly off with the 250s, the guy might survive, for instance, and then he ends up getting you. And that's the only, I guess you could say, downside to this, is if you go up against the A8s, you really got to make sure you're on your A game. No pun intended, to take those out. So there you have it. Really glad to be able to do an episode again. I of course absolutely miss you guys. I miss all the loyal fans of this channel. I did actually, I guess you could say, a head count on the regulars. We're looking at about, I think it's about 376 I counted, that are regularly tuning in to watch this. Yeah, there's of course a lot of new people who watch the videos and then they go away. But as far as the actual regulars, about 376, and I'm extremely thankful for that. Still, of course, trying to grow the channel, hoping to grow the channel even more when 2042 comes out. So if you're getting 2042 and you're wondering if Maximus is going to do the videos, yes, I'm going to do videos for that, specifically probably for the portal, maybe for the other stuff. I don't know yet. I gotta see how it runs on the PC, and of course may have to upgrade. But with that said, give this a shot. And I just want to give, of course, a shout out to all the loyal fans, especially Damon McCarthy, who's been at it from the beginning. Can't thank you enough for being a loyal supporter. Some of the other guys like Jubes, Tendril Cat, and there's a few other guys like what's his name, Ghost, who always says, you know, wait, stuff like that. And you know, there's a few other new regulars. If I didn't mention your name, you know who you are, and I can't thank you enough for the support of this channel. So with that said, I hope you guys have a great Halloween month. Enjoy your pumpkin pie and all that good stuff, and be on the lookout, of course, for the other videos. I'm hoping to do, of course, the mosquito finally, and some other videos on top of that. So they might not be out like super quick, you know, within a few days or anything like that. I'm thinking maybe a week or so. And then if not a week or so, maybe like the beginning of the month. That doesn't mean I don't have the content. I definitely do. I just sometimes I get burned out with releasing Battlefield 5 videos on a regular basis, you know. So it's just, I'm kind of getting to the point where it's getting a little bit to the point where it's just like a grind. Still love the game and so on. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys again for watching today's episode, and yeah, hopefully look forward to the next one. And with that said, we will see you on the next one.